Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you very much for taking time off your busy schedule to join us for BAASS Virtual Connect 2021. This is our second year holding the conference virtually. In this session, I will share with you the core Sage 300 modules and complementary Sage, ecosystem, and custom solutions to provide you with a complete end-to-end ERP or Sage 300 experience. Please use the chat box if you have any questions, and we will address them during our Q&A session at 3:15 this afternoon. In order to determine if you're getting the most out of your Sage 300 solution, it is important to understand what is available. I'd like to start off by sharing with you the core Sage 300 modules. These are the common modules that majority of you are aware of, traditionally the financial and the operational suite, followed by other solutions offered by Sage that complements the core modules, and then explore the best of breed vertical solutions that may be of interest to you and your organization offered by our ecosystem partners. Lastly, the option available to truly enhance your user experience with integration and automation by our development and CRM team. It is interesting to hear from clients what their understanding of Sage core Sage 300 offering is, because clients are often surprised on what is actually available. We have the administrative and common services, which are the general system configuration that all of you have, followed by the financial modules of GL, AR, and AP, which again, most of you are familiar with. In addition to the financial modules, we also have inventory control, order entry, and purchase order, which makes up of the operational suite. With these modules, it is a very comprehensive set of modules. The robustness of the solution and the depth of functionality of each module is capable of handling the most sophisticated requirements. To some, this is what Sage 300 has to offer. But is that really what Sage 300 is all about? By now, most of you are aware of the subscription-based pricing model of Sage. Therefore, you are familiar with the terminology of Essential, Advanced, or Complete bundle. In addition to the core module that you see here, you must have wondered if there is more. What about multi-currency? Having the ability to process multiple currencies through the subledger and be able to automatically calculate unrealized and realized gain or losses. The ability to perform month-end revaluation of your balance sheet accounts, all with little or no effort. Have you ever wondered how you could create your own fields to track additional information that may not be available out of the box? Information at the master file, transaction header, or detail level. For example, OHRS account number for not-for-profit clients, brand, color, or model for additional item details for distribution clients. Optional field provides the capability to create additional custom fields and assign them to master file or transactions. For instance, using optional field to track campaign revenue and expenditures, and the ability to enter transactions from the subledger and have it flow through to the GL and be able to print a transaction listing based on the optional field value. The possibilities are endless with optional fields. What about credit card processing? Do you currently take orders from customers and go through your credit card terminal or virtual online terminal to process the transactions and then manually enter the receipts back into Sage 300? Imagine having the ability to authorize and capture the credit card transaction directly in accounts receivable or order entry, thus eliminating any duplication of data entry and, more importantly, minimize user error. As your organization expands and you require additional entities, consolidation becomes a challenge. Printing trial balance of each entity and export them into Excel manually is not an efficient way to consolidate. Sage 300 provides a GL consolidation module which allows you to create the additional database to process the transaction in summary or detail format, having the ability to translate different functional currencies into eliminating entries and to process different fiscal year ends. Now, consolidated financial statements are no longer a chore at the end of the month. You now have time to analyze the data instead of scrambling to complete the manual process month after month. We talked about using optional fields to track campaign revenue versus expenditures, but also many clients are using optional fields to track projects. However, for those of you that require a more comprehensive project tracking solution, Sage offered their PJC module that allows you to create a project, identify the multiple phases within the project, and be able to allocate material, overhead expenses, equipment, resources, and subcontractor costs against the project. Whether you're building a house, putting together a museum exhibit, or tracking your ERP implementation, PJC is a great fit. If you are in the distribution, healthcare, or food industry, it is very likely that you will need to track serial or lot number. Imagine having to track them using Excel. Doesn't sound very efficient, does it? Ability to track the information through the life cycle of the serial lot number from PO receipt to OE shipment, all the while maintaining full visibility, which is often a requirement for regulatory compliance. By leverage any of the BI solution, you could type in a lot number and have full visibility to what raw material or finished good you have on hand, which bill of materials used the lot number to produce the finished good, and which customer you sold the finished good to. Not an easy task in Excel at all. You may already have these modules depending on your subscription plan. Furthermore, if you need payroll, customer, national accounts for multi-store big box chains such as Walmart, or RMA to complement inventory control and serial lot tracking, they can be added for additional subscription fee. Surprised? That was quite a bit, wasn't it? Did you think Sage 300 is this comprehensive? Hopefully, there are a few modules that you could take advantage of. But we are just scratching the surface. What we've seen so far works tightly within Sage 300, complementary modules that can be activated within Sage 300, but Sage offers much more than that. A fully integrated CRM platform. Zainab, our CRM practice leader, dispelled the myth that CRM is only for sales. Her team has done projects for clients in a wide variety of industries, which she will share with you in her CRM sessions. HRMS, recruiting and onboarding, risk mitigation and compliance, time and attendance management, employee benefit management, paperless HR, and talent management are all functions within the integrated HRMS solution. Fixed assets, the ability to track assets, calculate depreciation automatically are critical features of the fixed asset solution. The ability to set up alerts to proactively notify a user when an event is triggered. A simple way to monitor business application and data in real time. Automate alerts, report distribution, and workflow. Inventory Advisor. Visual dashboards display overall inventory performance and provide early warning of items needing attention. It's a must-see for any company with inventory. It shows overstock, stock out, vendor ranking, and advanced reorder calculations. It reduces inventory, improves fill rates, reduce planning, forecasting, and ordering time, and much better inventory visibility. BI, dashboards, KPIs, and analytics that provide critical information to allow you to manage your business and make informed business decisions. Sage Payment Processing, PCI compliant integrated solution with Sage 300 credit card processing. Lastly, Sage AP Automation helps AP team to run more efficiently and spend less time on manual error-prone data entry. It provides visibility and control for your entire AP process. These are additional solutions that work seamlessly with Sage 300 offered by Sage. One of the strengths of Sage 300 is the fact that it has a solid core foundation. With a strong base, software publishers are eager to develop their solutions to work with Sage 300. Hopefully by now, it should be clear that it is not if there is a vertical solution for Sage 300, but rather having multiple solutions catering to your need, ranging from entry-level to enterprise-level solution. This is pretty much true for all the vertical areas. Let's have a look. Step back and think about what you do every day. A day-to-day, a real-life day-to-day, day in the life of scenario. Workflow, automation, procurement. Having a centralized procurement system for inventory and services. Visibility to all requisitions with a customizable approval workflow that provides a full audit trail that's capable of handling for wide variety type of purchases and ensures you to have the necessary component to operate your business. A great way to start off the day. But it sure would be nice to be able to attach documents to those requisitions, the peak purchase orders, or better yet, the ability to attach documents to transactions within Sage 300. Imagine attaching an Excel schedule to a GL entry, vendor invoices to AP invoice entry, or with even more advanced functionality such as the OCR capability that can learn and automatically create AP invoices without you having to type in any keystrokes. All of which with a built-in workflow approval process as well, based on your organization's delegation of authority. And lastly, the advanced capability of having a vendor portal that is accessible by your vendor to enter their shipment and invoices. We saw how we could use the procurement system to purchase inventory and services, but we could absolutely leverage a procurement solution to purchase fixed asset as well. A system with a centralized asset register to replace what you probably have in Excel, the ability to create your own depreciation schedule, and more importantly, calculations if it's not a simple straight line or a declining balance, the ability to have the system to calculate asset addition, disposition, and automatically update the depreciation schedule without having to manually change the formulas within Sage 3 within Excel. The ability to automatically create monthly depreciation GL entries as per the depreciation schedule for each of the assets. If you're looking to manage leases inbound or outbound, the fixed asset solution is capable of handling those requirements. And lastly, the ability to track assets with simple barcodes or RFID tags. So we buy finished goods, raw material, and parts by leveraging the procurement system. And now with the warehouse management system, we're able to maintain these stocks with the ability to set up bin locations, the ability to set up pick and pack rules, print shipping labels, ability to handle courier rate shop, and to integrate with and scanning solution. For those of you that purchase raw material for manufacturing, it provides the ability to create manufacturing orders, set up enhanced bill of material structure, set up production planning, purchase planning, backflush, shop floor control, to track work in progress, set up quality control requirements, as well as integrating with barcoding solution. Up to this point, we looked at inbound process and process within our own facility, warehouse management and inventory. Now, let's us take a look at various options that we have sell in addition to our traditional phone, email, or perhaps even fax orders. An e-commerce solution allows you to sell on the web. It allows your customers to place orders. It allows your customers to track your order status, invoice status, but more importantly, the capability of paying outstanding invoices through the customer portal. In addition to e-commerce, if you have physical stores or mobile pop-up shops, it will have similar capabilities with the ability to integrate to point of sale equipment. But perhaps EDI is one of the more time-saving and ROI-driven option. Typically, it is for clients with sales to big box stores. It handles much larger volume, and by leveraging an integrated EDI solution, it minimizes user errors and reduce unnecessary penalties and costly penalties. And more importantly, it takes the fear out of growing. It is amazing clients without integrated EDI dread increase in order volume simply because it cannot keep up with the manual order entry process. If you manufacture and sell the equipment you produce or resell, perhaps you're also needing to maintain or service those parts. Service Manager allows your mobile service team to create service tickets, record inventory parts used, create customer billing on the fly, as well as keeping track of service history records. But please do not lose the fact that whether it's inbound or outbound, that our employees are the ones that make everything happen. Having an integrated HR system managing employee activities with time and attendance capability, the ability to enter time through a web-based portal or biometric hardware at the plant that fully integrates with payroll, and a employee portal where they could see all of their information. And for our sales staff, the ability to process expenses on the fly, mobile capability, ability to capture receipts and enter additional information such as customer visits, and also the ability to have an approval workflow to route the expenses to the appropriate manager for approval, and at the end of the day, to integrate with Sage 300 and send it invoice into AP invoice for payment. We're almost there. We bought goods and services from our vendor, and our staff and sales team were hard at work. We need to make sure vendors and employees are paid promptly and efficiently by leveraging the EFT solution. EFT is really a no-brainer. It processes vendors and employee payments. It saves the cost of stamps and envelopes, not to mention the time, and also has the ability to create positive pay files to submit to the bank for check authorization. And for those of you that print higher volume of checks or have multiple entities, PrintBoss allows you to print checks on a secure check stock, blank security check stocks. It allows you to set up electronic signatures based on dollar value authorization for single, multiple signatures. And it also has the capability for secure form distribution that is password protected, such as payroll stubs or T4s. That was quite a handful, wasn't it? It is not a stretch that an organization can conceivably need to do all of the items I just described. And guess what? I just shared with you how Sage 300 with its trusted ecosystem partners can handle the tasks. As a BI practice leader, I could not resist to include BI in this presentation. Data is the new gold, and BI tool is a way of turning that data into valuable resource. There are a number of different options available, but at times it can be difficult to determine which is best and even how to fully use all of the capability of a robust solution. These are Sage's BI solution. Please note, there are numerous other ecosystem BI solutions as available as well. And let's take a look at each of them briefly. Sage Intelligence is Excel-based tool, part of Sage 300 bundle. One report manager is packaged with every Sage 300 solution. It is easy to use. It handles multiple data sources. It has out-of-the-box financial and operational reporting, and it has Sage Intelligence Report utility where you could download additional reports. Sage Enterprise Intelligence. Enhanced Browser User Interface. SCI 2021 R2 was just released, I believe, last week. Excel adding for financial and operational reporting. Universal data model for structured data warehouse and with out-of-the-box reports. And data sync, where it allows you to synchronize information from multiple databases. It allows you to consolidate records from multiple databases. It's a great tool for migrate from one system to another, and you're also able to export information out of your system as well. Sage Data and Analytics. I am thrilled to introduce Sage Data and Analytics for the first time at BAASS Connect. It is a powerful cloud-based and browser-based BI solution for Sage ERP users. Live sales dashboard, graphic cash flow analysis, and detailed and trusted P&L reports. All of this and more is available right out of the box to get actionable business intelligence that drives increased revenue, cost savings, and competitive advantage. SDNA provides highest grade data security, privacy, governance, maintenance, and upgrades are built in and automated. So please join me this Thursday, November the 18th, for a deeper dive into each and every one of these solutions. So far, we have talked about Sage and ecosystem solutions. Now let's take a look at some of the fantastic integration and automation solutions offered by BAASS. We'll start with CRM. CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management, and out of the box, it provides sales and marketing, customer service functionalities, and more importantly, it integrates with Sage 300. However, as Zainab likes to put it, our CRM practice leader likes to say, CRM is a platform, a blank canvas for you to design the masterpiece that enhances your business process. While out-of-the-box features may be sufficient for majority of clients, Zainab's team have done wonderful work for clients in the following vertical: service and schedule, care membership, long-term care, event management, membership registration, land management, shipping opportunities, claim tracking, site and properties, custom quotes, work orders, and much, much more. In addition to the vertical solutions, these are additional tools developed by our CRM team. I welcome you to join Zainab on November 23rd for afternoon of informative CRM sessions. Let us now take a look at some of the amazing tools created by our development team. Manual data entry often equates to duplication of efforts and perhaps the most common challenge clients face when dealing with multiple systems. Our team have developed BAASS Bridge for system integration, which allows integrating multiple systems with full audit trails, a BAASS web reporting solution that includes financial and operations. It allows clients to tap into their data in real-time mode while protecting and securing access to confidential data. BAASS Alerts is a unique combination of data monitoring, alert reporting, and workflow technology that automatically monitors and responds to critical information in ERP, CRM, HRIS, and related application. And lastly, BAASS Time that automates time card creation in Sage 300 and supports your complex business rules for doing the hours and pay calculation. For a complete listing of solutions, please visit www.baass.com/marketplace. And I welcome you to join Barty on November 25th, where she will share some of these solutions with you. To summarize, hopefully in the last 25 minutes, that I have opened your eyes to the endless possibilities that you could extend your Sage 300 platform no matter what your requirements are. Hard to do justice to any of these solutions in such short period of time. Each deserves a session all on its own. Nonetheless, we started off with the core Sage 300 modules, which is likely a little bit more than what you expected, supplemented by additional Sage 300 solutions and wide range of ecosystem solutions. To cap it off with integration and automation by our CRM and development team. I hope the takeaway from this session is to go back and take a look at the Sage 300 from a different perspective. Remember what I shared with you today. Remember that there are many best-of-breed solutions in each vertical that already integrate with Sage 300, and let one or many of these solutions enhance your end-to-end Sage 300 experience. Thank you very much for your time today, and enjoy rest of the conference.